Hey, it's Joel, the 3D printing nerd. I'm here at the Printed Solid grand opening with Justin. How you doing, Justin?
Good, thank you.
I need to ask you, Justin, why are you here?
Well, I'm here today with my robotics team, the Flaming Phoenix Team 7423. We are part of FTC, which is called First Tech Challenge. First is a STEM program that runs around the world. It helps promote STEM by introducing robotics into school students, anywhere from the age of kindergarten all the way to seniors in high school.
Wow, that sounds super interesting. What do you like best about this program?
What I like best is what it teaches me and how it lets me interact with things that I normally wouldn't be doing if I wasn't in this program. Without this program, I wouldn't be able to do stuff like that I currently can do with like my CAD. I've learned many social speaking skills, being able to present, as well as being able to function in a team a lot better. And First has done so much, and it's really a big teaching point for a lot of students that are in it.
Oh, well, that's wonderful to hear. I see on your robots you have some 3D printed parts. Can you talk about those a little bit?
Yes, 3D printing for us, 3D printing is a huge part of our robot, and we enjoy it a lot. 3D printing allows us to very rapidly prototype our parts, as well as create parts that are ready for the robot within like hours or days, whereas we could spend much more time trying to build it by hand or even mill it out of aluminum. 3D printing also allows us to have lighter parts on our robot, and it allows us to be a little more creative. As well as the use of CAD with our 3D printing parts is we're able to even create CAD models of our entire robot. With that, it allows us to design our robot before we even build it, making the entire build process a lot faster.
Oh, that's super. So you're using the prototyping aspect of 3D printing to get the part right, and then you can use a final 3D printed part in the robot to make it lighter and faster and better. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. What is your favorite material to work with when 3D printing?
That's a hard one. I'll have to say carbon fiber filled PLA. It printed extremely well for us the entire year, even last season too. It's a great filament. It's great for when you need a really stiff part. We actually were able to support our entire robot using 2 hooks. Entire 22-pound robot just using 2 carbon fiber filled PLA hooks. I think it's a very impressive filament, and it worked wonders for our team.
Oh, that's good to hear. I really like carbon fiber as well, so I see what you mean by those points. I don't have anything that I need to hang by a hook, but maybe I'll make me some carbon fiber hooks just to hang my clothes by. Final question, and this is very important. Being that you're a robotics team, how will you defend yourself against the eventual robotics uprising?
Well, hopefully our programmers can find a way for somehow because I think we were in Java, and since this is the most currently used program in the language in the world, I think our programmers can find a way to screw up their Java coding, so that will probably be pretty good for us. So if there is a robot uprising, we know how to deal with it.
That makes sense. I'm gonna agree with you there. If the future robots only run on Java, I don't think we have any problem of a takeover.
Yeah, it'd be pretty simple from there.
Well, thanks for your time. I really appreciate it. Can I get a high five?
Yes.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for joining us. That was us here at Printed Solid. Give it up.
So the robot we have here is the robot that we were currently using this year for our first rescue game. It has many different parts that have to function together and work to be able to complete the tasks that we need to. Currently, the most important part of our robot we see is our lifting mechanism right here, which consists of a power tape measure that we use to extend in and out, which is able to hook onto different bars and be able to pull itself up what they call the mountain. And near the end of the game, we're even able to completely hang our robot by the top of the top bar and support it using these 2 carbon fiber filled PLA hooks. In addition to that, we use an articulating arm, a multi-hinge articulating arm to manipulate different field elements and being able to score them, as well as in the end game, we're able to use this to flip a switch to score us even more points. As well as we have these panels here are on a servo that what they do is when we're going to the mountain, there are these triggers that are near the side walls of the mountain that we can use to go and flip them to gain even more points for our score. As well, in our robot, you can see there's a lot of 3D printed parts. We've everything you can see that's in red, as well as a bunch of parts that are in black, such as these hooks, were 3D printed. As we said earlier, 3D printing has been great for us to use for prototypes, and it's made our design process and everything we've done so much easier and also aesthetically look a lot better. So that's about it for our robot. And this is Flame of Phoenix.